Hello everybody out there, it's me, Tarantula Forest, and today we are rehousing a giant white beard centipede, also known as Scolopendra sp whitebeard. I've actually wanted one of these for a really long time, and I finally got one. I'm extremely excited to share this with all of you. They are called giant whitebeards, not because it sounds like a really cool pirate name, which I think it does, but because they have those white antennae, those striking white antennae and beautiful red bodies. These guys can get up to 10 inches, maybe more, but the one that I have is about 7 to 8 inches in length. And it's thick. It's a thick boy. We're going to take Thick Boy and we're going to set him up in this beautiful enclosure. This enclosure is a 20-gallon high, and I chose it because I can take all this Reptisoil and I can fill it up. So it has about 4 to 5 inches of substrate in it, allowing the centipede to burrow. I can mix up that substrate with a lot of water because I like to do it with my hands, and I like to mix it like a mixing cake batter until it's got the right consistency. It should be kind of clumpy, but it shouldn't be leaking water when you squeeze it. It should just be moist. It also has enough room so where I can add a lot of decorations, which you will see, and they're not just that it looks pretty. It makes a centipede feel more secure, and it adds a level of mental stimulation to a centipede that would make me feel, anyway, like it is able to thrive. You want your animal to thrive. I also took these magnolia leaves and I cut them up so it has leaf litter, and then I added some just straight magnolia leaves on top so it has more leaf litter that I can hide into, and sphagnum moss to help hold in humidity. All these things together are going to help keep it more like an Asian environment, and make it feel more like it's at home, so it'll do better in your care. And that's really what you want from this kind of animal. You want it to thrive. You want it to feel safe, secure at all times, and have food in its belly. I also added cork bark, not just because I think cork bark looks great, but because it is a nice sheltered home that you can add to it, and this one has really nice cave style inside. It's going to help hold humidity in, and the centipede can hide in it and underneath the substrates, so that it's getting humidity and it feels nice and safe and secure. Finally, I added a little fake plant in the corner for added cover and color so that you can enjoy it and the centipede can enjoy that extra added cover so it feels safe at all times when it's moving to and from parts of the enclosure, and a water dish because these guys are very moisture dependent. It is a good idea to have a water dish for your centipede at all times. And like I mentioned, I like to have about 4 to 5 inches of substrate for a centipede, especially of this size, so it can burrow. Centipedes do like to burrow, especially when they're molting. And I've okayed this enclosure. We're going to go ahead and put this centipede in this enclosure. I feel like it's ready. It looks great. It's going to have enough places to hide and feel safe. So we're going to go ahead and unbox it. Unboxing wasn't really the right word. I meant rehouse. We're going to go ahead and rehouse. So I carefully popped off the top of this like giant deli cup this big beautiful centipede was in, and I took the tongs to it. And I gently moved it, and then I realized I could probably just pour it out into its enclosure so I didn't have to bother it with the tongs because it's probably already stressed out, right? Look at it. Look at how beautiful this amazing creature is. It is ready to go in, hide inside its new home, and feel relaxed like you're on vacation. And there it goes. As soon as I decided to just pour it in, it went into its enclosure. But I felt like there wasn't enough footage of this animal. So I did go ahead and make a little bit more footage just so you can all see it. And then I figured I would let it have a nice relaxing time and not bother it. I mean, I'm probably not going to make any more videos after this just because I wanted it to feel safe. And I felt like it was already stressed out from the rehouse. So I lifted the log so you can see this big, beautiful animal. It is lightning quick. These guys are fierce predators. They can eat pretty much anything from small mammals to insects, and they're not shy about it. They will eat anything that they can. Shortly after this, I fed it some crickets, and it ate them pretty nicely, so I know it's settling in. Thanks again for watching this rehouse, and have a great night. Goodbye, everybody!